Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rendering with Blender, a powerful 3D creation suite that's become incredibly popular among artists and developers. But we're focusing on an exciting tool that's still in its beta phase, called BlenderQ. If you manage renders, you might want to pay close attention. So what exactly is BlenderQ? Well, imagine you're working on multiple 3D models in Blender, and you're juggling their render times. It can be quite overwhelming, right? BlenderQ is a terminal UI tool that helps you manage a queue of local Blender renders. You can add a collection of .blend files to a queue and monitor their progress directly from your terminal. Pretty neat, huh? Now, it's worth noting that this tool is in its early stages. We're talking beta version here, so you might encounter some bugs or incomplete features. But what's more exciting? This is your chance to get involved. If you run into issues, reporting them can really help shape the tool's development. Let's break down some of its key features. First off, it boasts an interactive terminal interface using thematic designs. You can actually queue and render multiple .blend files with relative ease, which is a huge relief for those managing larger projects. Plus, the simple navigation and status tracking means that you're not left in the dark about what's happening with your renders. To get started, though, you'll need a few things. You'll need Node.js version 20 or higher and Blender version 3.5 or above. There's even an optional feature where you can add nerd fonts for better icon visibility. Now, I hear some of you thinking, but why Node.js instead of Python or Go? That's a great question. The creator of BlenderQ chose Node.js primarily for its strengths in developing a functional and maintainable terminal UI. While Python and Go are great options too, they didn't have pre-built components that met his needs. In contrast, Node.js provided a reactive design pattern that made building a responsive interface a lot quicker and smoother. Here's how you can use BlenderQ. It's pretty straightforward. You can add your .blend files to the queue using a command like BlenderQ blend, followed by the paths to your files. Or, if you prefer, you can manually search for your files from a directory. Super user-friendly. Isn't it fascinating how such a tool can streamline the often tedious process of rendering? As we wrap up, it's exciting to think about the potential for BlenderQ once it's fully developed. Will we be seeing more intuitive features? What about improvements based on user feedback? If you're a Blender user, why not give BlenderQ a try? You could be among the first to experience its capabilities. And if you run into any glitches, don't forget to report them. Overall, the world of 3D rendering is evolving, and tools like BlenderQ are at the forefront of that evolution. So what do you think? Would you use a terminal UI to manage your renders? Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, and keep blending those models.